Hey there, Midnight Mysteries fam. Get ready for another heart-pounding Valentine stories. Today's tale is bound to think again about spending Valentines this year. Not for light-hearted listeners. Hit that like button, subscribe for more scary stories daily. Let's dive into the unsettling horror of Valentine's Day. On the eve of Valentine's Day, I found myself adorned in a beautiful wedding gown, preparing to walk down the aisle. Excitement and joy filled my heart as I exchanged vows with my groom. Yet, little did I know that a sinister force lurked in the shadows, ready to cast a dark shadow over what should have been the happiest day of my life. The ceremony proceeded smoothly, the love in the air almost tangible. As we shared our first kiss as a married couple, an inexplicable chill ran down my spine. A feeling of unease settled in, and I couldn't shake the notion that something was terribly wrong. Returning to our opulent mansion after the festivities, my husband and I danced beneath twinkling lights. Amidst the celebration, my eyes caught sight of a figure standing in the corner, the ghostly visage of my deceased first love, eerily lifelike. Shock and terror gripped me as I tried to pull away from my husband's embrace. The figure approached, eyes filled with anger and resentment. My wedding dress seemed to tighten around me, constricting my breath. In a desperate struggle to break free, I managed to escape, fleeing for my life. The ghostly figure pursued me relentlessly through the mansion's empty halls. The echoes of its footsteps reverberated, intensifying the haunting atmosphere. Finally reaching the safety of my room, I locked the door, but the figure remained outside, an unwelcome presence refusing to depart. In the stifling silence of the room, I caught my breath after escaping the clutches of the ghostly figure. The ghost accused me of a love that had never found closure, but there was more to the story, the aftermath of my flight to the safety of the room. My husband, bewildered and alarmed, hurriedly followed me. His footsteps echoed through the empty halls, and his frantic knocks on the door created a discordant rhythm. "Sophie, what's happening? Open the door." His voice, usually warm, now carried a tremor of anxiety. The grand mansion, once filled with the echoes of our laughter, had turned into a scene of confusion and distress. Behind the locked door, my husband's fear mirrored my own. The knocking persisted, each thud a reminder of love unraveling amidst the shadows. Through the ghostly lens, I could feel the depth of his emotions. His attempts to reach me, to make sense of the inexplicable events, painted a poignant picture of a man caught in the crossfire of the paranormal. His once steady hands now shook with uncertainty as he pleaded for answers. The ghostly figure's voice narrated the tale of my husband's struggle to comprehend the unfolding nightmare. The mansion, once our sanctuary, felt like a maze of uncertainty. In the midst of this otherworldly drama, his knocks grew more desperate, his calls a mix of love and concern, a beacon in the darkness. The door, a barrier between the known and the unknown, held the weight of a love tested by forces beyond comprehension. As the ghostly tale reached its peak, my husband's role became pivotal in unraveling the mystery. His fear, love, and confusion mingled in the air, creating a symphony of emotions that resonated through the haunted halls. This is not it. Let's go a little back to where it actually started. On one Valentine's Day, 3 years back, the air was filled with anticipation as I, a young girl named Sarah, received a stunning bouquet of roses from my mysterious secret admirer. Little did I know that within the petals of these beautiful flowers lay a secret, a dark and mysterious secret that would weave an unforgettable tale. As I admired the roses, I couldn't help but notice an intriguing symbol etched onto the petals, a symbol that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Unbeknownst to me, it was an ancient incantation known only to witches, a detail that added a layer of mystique to the unfolding story. Fueled by curiosity and a touch of excitement, I decided to embark on a journey into the unknown. That night, under the veil of darkness, I burned the roses and recited the incantation. The room filled with an eerie atmosphere, and the roses transformed into a swirling black smoke that danced through my bedroom. The next morning, I awoke to a reality far stranger than any dream. I had become something beyond the ordinary, a vengeful spirit with a heart consumed by darkness. The once innocent girl had been replaced by a force seeking justice for the pain endured. Now armed with supernatural powers, I set out on a quest for revenge against those who had hurt me. The transformation added a mysterious allure to my character, as readers would follow my journey with a mix of curiosity and trepidation. My first target was my former boyfriend, the one who callously shattered my heart. I discovered him at a romantic dinner with his new flame, setting the stage for a chilling confrontation. As the couple noticed my vengeful presence, panic set in. The room trembled with an otherworldly energy as they scrambled to escape the chaos unfolding around them. In a heart-pounding sequence, the restaurant became a battleground between the normal and the supernatural. Tables overturned, glasses shattered, and the air crackled with the intensity of the confrontation. The couple, terror-stricken, rushed towards the exit, their footsteps echoing the desperate beat of their hearts. The secret hidden within those roses had turned me, a seemingly ordinary girl, into a supernatural force seeking revenge. As you, the reader, journeyed through my transformation, the captivating tale unfolded, drawing you into the mystique surrounding the legend of the vengeful spirit of Sarah. This wasn't just a cautionary tale, it evolved into a mesmerizing journey that held your imagination captive. The eerie echoes of my quest for justice, the unearthly encounters, and the bone-chilling aftermath lingered in your mind like a ghostly whisper. As Valentine's Day slipped away, the story persisted, not as a distant memory but as a lingering presence in your thoughts. It became a shared secret among readers, a story exchanged in hushed tones on shadowy nights. The legend of Sarah's vengeful spirit transcended the confines of mere storytelling, etching itself into your consciousness. It does not end here. I want you to know, when it actually hit me for the first time. It was not that long back, maybe 5 years? In the chilling embrace of a desolate Valentine's Day, my group of friends and I decided to embark on an eerie adventure. The destination, an old, abandoned mansion, whispered to be haunted by unseen forces. As we stepped into its cold, creaking halls, the air clung to us with a mix of fear and anticipation. Our journey through the mansion unfolded like a ghostly dance. Each step echoed through the hollow corridors, and the shadows seemed to play tricks on our senses. We stumbled upon a room adorned with faded red wallpaper and dusty furniture, the candles flickering ominously. As we delved into the room's secrets, a shiver ran down our spines. It was there that the atmosphere thickened with an unseen presence. One of my friends, standing by the window, suddenly felt a chill on her neck. When she turned to investigate, there was no one behind her. The air crackled with an unspoken unease, and we pressed on, determined to unravel the mysteries hidden within. As we continued our exploration, a distant melody reached our ears, an ethereal love song emanating from a hidden room. With cautious anticipation, we opened the door, only to be greeted by an old gramophone playing the haunting tune. The room seemed frozen in time, and the lyrics carried an unsettling tone of love, longing, and obsession. Attempting to shake off the eerie atmosphere, we pressed forward. However, our uneasy hearts betrayed our efforts. The unsettling lyrics of the song echoed through the mansion, and as we walked, we heard faint whispers trailing behind us. When we turned to confront the invisible voices, there was nothing but the cold stillness of the mansion. As night descended, our sense of direction slipped away, leaving us lost within the mansion's labyrinthine corridors. The haunting music grew louder, and the whispers transformed into chilling laughter that echoed through the empty halls. Panic set in as we struggled to find our way back to the entrance. Finally, we stumbled upon the mansion's entrance, our hearts pounding with both relief and dread. But the malevolent forces that had ensnared us weren't bound by the mansion's walls. The haunting music and whispers followed us, becoming a lingering specter in the recesses of our minds. Years passed, but the memory of that cold Valentine's night haunted our dreams. The mansion's secrets, wrapped in the eerie love song and whispers of obsession, had become an indelible mark on our souls, a chilling reminder that some encounters leave a lasting imprint, even after the echoes of that haunted night had faded into the past.